Good morning, everyone. This is Parth from Business Solutions, and thank you for attending this webinar. I have started sharing my screen already. Let's begin with our agenda for today. So, welcome on board again. We are going to talk about NetSuite and its capabilities when it comes to e-commerce and marketplace. So, we'll talk about NetSuite and e-commerce and marketplace practices within NetSuite. Quickly, let's know who I am. My name is Parth Dirkud. I have been working with Business Solutions as a project leader. I have had an experience of many business verticals, many industry implementations when it comes to NetSuite. That goes all the way from manufacturing, service industries, wholesale, distribution, retail, etc. Our quick agenda for today would be we'll talk about the platform in itself. We'll check on the key features, some benefits about NetSuite from NetSuite, and we'll learn about e-commerce and marketplace practices within NetSuite. The e-commerce offering of NetSuite is called SuiteCommerce. Of course, we also have many other platforms out there that do offer e-commerce services. We'll talk about connectors with these platforms, and of course we'll try to answer any questions if you guys have any. And we'll try and answer two essential questions: why NetSuite and why Business Solutions? So let's jumpstart into our webinar right away to learn about NetSuite. Essentially, what one must know is NetSuite is a platform as opposed to a solid software system. It is a 100% cloud-based platform, meaning it has OS-like capabilities where you can go ahead and enhance your capabilities with the help of Suite apps. Just like iOS or Android, you can go ahead and install new Suite apps for enhancing those feature capabilities of your already existing platform. This is 100% cloud-based. That makes it real-time, thereby gives a better visibility to business owners. This is known to be a scalable and agile platform. This gives 2 yearly upgrades. Need to mention that these are not updates, these are yearly upgrades which are 100% free, and that ensures each and every business user, each and every company running on top of NetSuite is basically on top of the latest NetSuite version at any given point in time. It is known to automate and streamline business functions, and thereby is known as a complete business suite. Some of its key benefit areas, of course, when it comes to financials and operations, NetSuite has proved to be advantageous over any and every on-premises platform. It is modular in nature, which means each and every module within NetSuite works hand in hand with every other module. So you have right from finance, accounting, inventory management, sales, purchase, so on and so forth. This can be a very scalable platform. This will help you scale up horizontally and vertically all within NetSuite. You have many compliant reporting functions within the platform, so that can be any business area, right from sales, purchase, project management, manufacturing. NetSuite has many reporting functions out the box right there, and also we can go ahead and customize that particular report to meet your specific needs. Of course, no need to say that it is very user-friendly, customizable, and 100% real-time, like I said. Decision makers get an undue advantage over their competition with this platform. Some fun facts about NetSuite. NetSuite's one methodology, clubbed with our agile rapid deployment, has proved to reduce our implementation timelines dramatically. It has proved to be the best business practices that offers an ERP can offer. Of course, they can be customized to fit your precise requirement. Thereby, we can call this platform a very tailored offering. This is scalable and trusted by over 40,000 companies across the globe. This platform was born in the cloud and thereby is called the last cloud architecture that we have in today's world. There are many software industry IPOs that run on NetSuite. It is liked by many Wall Street Journal startups as well. And as you know, as you can see on the screen, it has proved to reduce the IT costs by over 50%. We will see as we proceed how it completely eliminates the need to have an IT team on board for an organization that runs on NetSuite. It has accelerated financial close periods, of course, automated your procure to pay process, automated order to cash process, so on and so forth. Some key features are enlisted right here on our screen. Of course, these are not the only features that NetSuite has, but these are some of the key areas that we would want you to know. It has end-to-end finance and accounting, inventory management, employee HRMS, procure to pay, lead to order, order to cash, and also we have enhanced its capabilities through Suite apps, like I mentioned a little while ago, through some add-on features like loyalty programs, customer feedback mechanisms, SMS alerts, etc. So these are some key areas, and not needless to mention, all these features run hand in hand within the platform. Thereby, you always get one source of truth as opposed to many systems working in silos. Now let's talk about SuiteCommerce in itself. But before we dive in deep, let's see who can benefit from this first. NetSuite is essentially known as the best platform that we have in today's world for wholesale and distribution companies and retailers. This platform essentially was awarded to be the best practice solution in the year 2015. It makes inventory management way easier, thereby lets business owners have a very good visibility over their clients with its unique 360-degree approach. It eliminates the scenarios of having stockouts and of course speeds up your logistics right from purchase to receipt, and automates your fulfillment processing also. NetSuite has advanced demand planning tools within, so demand planning for supplies and seasonal demand planning is something that comes native within NetSuite. Its unique omni-channel sales to streamline customer center has really benefited a lot of clients across the globe. This streamlines customer experience both online and in store. Order management is completely automated, thereby increases visibility over a pipeline, so that makes sure your B2B and B2C transactions, or rather B2X if I may say, are completely automated and streamlined. These automates the processes to an extent that you are left with more time to do more. Satisfying shopper experience, so basically it ensures that all your customers who log into your website get a seamless experience. They do not really log in to a website, they actually log into your ERP system directly. Since this is one platform without any integration, this is just an extension of the same ERP platform that you would use in the backend for your internal processes. Of course, this is device responsive. You have customer centers, so they can go ahead and log into their customer centers for creating customer tickets, complaints, or even processing certain transactions, tracking their orders, or looking at their past transactions, so on and so forth. So all of these features are right there within the platform native to NetSuite. Let's learn about how e-commerce companies today function. Needless to say that we call this a hairball. There is one system for ERP that takes care of your financials, your accounting processes, your reporting, banking, etc. Then there's another system for CRM processes, one for your website, one for your internal inventory management, and yet another for support, customer support, so on and so forth. And then of course you would need each and every system to talk to each and every other system that you have within your organization. This creates a classic hairball, as we call it. Needless to say, these systems talk to each other, or if I may say, they try to talk to each other, which might consume not one but many errors throughout the day. This consumes a lot of resources to operate and maintain, and of course, if one system upgrades, the other one would fail to integrate or talk to the one. NetSuite's approach, on the other hand, has completely eliminated this hairball. NetSuite's approach eliminates this by delivering on the notion of a single complete customer-centric commerce business suite, where it has e-commerce, inventory, CRM, purchase, financials, order management, and all of it natively integrated within the system. So you always have one single source of truth as opposed to many different silos. You can drive efficiency and insights of your business operations and analysis. So here you would see on my screen how NetSuite eliminates the current hairball and completely revamps the business structure by having e-commerce, CRM, ERP, project management, financials, etc., all within the same suite, thereby taking it to the next level. Let's talk a little more about SuiteCommerce and its suite benefits. Like I said, this is one system, one unique platform, whereby you don't really have two platforms talking to each other. You have one unique system of truth. It optimizes your order management. Your back order items are tracked seamlessly, whereby you can go ahead and procure your items from within NetSuite as well. So the way this functions is it automates your marketplace transactions as well. So the moment NetSuite realizes that you do not have an item in stock, essentially that would run for each and every marketplace practice out there, NetSuite would automatically give you an option to go ahead and procure this particular item from within the sales order itself. So what you can do is you can click on a couple of buttons, go to the purchase order. It is automatically choosing the vendor based on your preferred vendor choice. You have the items and the quantities already on the purchase order and process the purchase order. Of course, if you have any approval mechanisms on these sales orders or purchase orders, we can also go ahead and customize or configure those for you. Once you have the purchase order, we have two very essential features, one of which is dropship, where you can go ahead and directly, your vendor rather, can go ahead and directly ship it to your customer, which is an ideal marketplace scenario these days. Or as opposed to that, we also have a special order mechanism where a regular back-to-back order, which is generated or driven by the customer-centric sales order, creates a back-to-back purchase order, which your inventory manager or wholesale or warehousing guy needs to accept or receive within stock, essentially. Once that is done, he can go ahead and then ship it out with your invoice towards your client. So these are very essential key components that NetSuite has to offer, and the good news is all of that is within the platform. So you have end-to-end marketplace as well as end-to-end e-commerce processes and practices within NetSuite. We will also see the platform shortly. When you see our video on YouTube, you would see our platform demonstration along with details of each and every process that we just talked about. Let's talk about connectors. Essentially, like I said earlier, not many companies will want to run on SuiteCommerce. This comes in picture if you already have invested a lot on some other platforms, essentially maybe Magento or Shopify, to name a few. There might be e-commerce companies who are already up and running on certain e-commerce platforms out there, and if they want to come on board with NetSuite, we have a solution for that. We have something called connectors, which Vista has built. A little more about that. We have e-commerce and marketplace connectors already in place. Like I said, we have ready connectors for Magento, already building connectors for a few more, even websites directly built on ASP.NET, for example. Our connectors, as opposed to many of the big connector-driven suite apps out there, our connectors have features which are more prone for more error-proof rather. So we have many more sophisticated error handling mechanisms that are concurrency-proof. We take care of concurrency errors in a way which is much better than most of the competitor suite apps out there. Of course, not to mention we already have 3PL connectors as well. So we have already integrated with Aramex. When it comes to FedEx, USPS, and UPS, NetSuite already has native connectors with these, but we have also certain connectors for 3PL, third-party logistics, that we have built to talk to your logistics vendors out there. NetSuite also natively supports many payment gateways. Of course, we can go ahead and integrate payment gateways from our end as well. There are certain more processes when it comes to marketplace that we have implemented and we have been implementing so far, which essentially encompass banking and courier transactions. So when the banking charges or courier charges are applied, we have certain processes to automate those mechanisms and calculations, thereby to seamlessly optimize your process flow within NetSuite. So those are about our connectors. Not to forget, we also have an SMS gateway. Of course, these need to be localized with your SMS vendor within your country. We have already built SMS gateways to notify your clients about the orders. Not just your clients, we can also notify internal resources to pick, pack, or ship the inventory based on specific levels. Of course, order generation, support ticket generation, we can notify your support representative whenever a new support ticket is assigned to him, or we can assign a senior salesperson to go ahead and approve certain B2B order, for example, the moment he is up to. So time to check out what NetSuite has to offer for e-commerce and marketplace practices from within the platform. So here, since like I told you earlier, all of this is 100% cloud, so all I need to do is go to www.netsuite.com. That's their website. I'll go ahead and log in with my secure credentials. So again, every company that comes on board onto NetSuite will get their login credentials for each and every user. Each and every instance gets different roles, different each users, and those roles can have different permissions and authorities within the platform. So before we get into details of our e-commerce and marketplace practices, I'll just quickly show you what my NetSuite platform is. So here I have the dashboard, which is the first screen that I would see when I log in. I can have all sort of trend graphs and analysis. I can have my preferences to see them in different formats, so by different periods, quarterly, yearly, so on and so forth, deferred revenues, KPIs, or any kind of KPIs. I can have shortcuts, or I can have financial ratios. All of this is drilled down, so I can look at my trend graphs as well. So this platform also lets me have some kind of suite analytics, that is what it calls, where I can go ahead and keep an eye on my expenses or all kind of financial ratios that I would want to. Of course, it has end-to-end business practices, right from sales, purchase, CRM management, pipeline tracking, marketing, etc., where I can have even my manufacturing suite hosted from within the platform. So without much ado, let's dive in deep on our e-commerce platform, which is SuiteCommerce. So native to NetSuite, we have a website builder from within the platform. Mind you, this is the same ERP platform where my financial reporting and my sales purchase processes are hosted. So entire operation, including my website, is hosted from within the platform. So here itself, I see I have site builder and I have something called a SuiteCommerce Advanced. That's another add-on module for high-end e-commerce companies who want to make a really cool looking website. Again, all of that from within NetSuite. So let's take a look at what all we can do from within the platform. We can go ahead and make a new website. This website making mechanism is also a self-intuitive mechanism where I can go ahead and have a wizard help me with it. So I can get started with it, and the help wizard will actually go ahead and help me through these steps to make a new website. Of course, we have all the needed ingredients that would be required in order to put up a website for you guys. We can have different tags, we can have related items, we can have of course SSP for end-to-end having the front end the way you need, and of course all the end-to-end processes as well. You can have redirect tags, different layouts, different color themes, so on and so forth. So let's try and look at the website that we have already made from within the platform. I guess I have it open already. I'm going to go ahead and close this. There we go. So that's my ERP platform, just to reiterate. So there you go. I have the website that is called Honeycomb Manufacturing. I can go ahead and take a look on what it is like here. So I have set up a few more preferences. The home page, how things should appear, what should be the color theme, what should be the logo, which logo should be utilized, etc., etc. I can have different preferences for shopping, what all URLs should be utilized, whether or not gift certificates to be utilized, on what kind of order amounts, what should be the cart preferences, images there, etc. All sort of preferences. I also have an upsell manager again within NetSuite, so all of that can be managed seamlessly from one place itself. So let's go ahead and take a look at this website itself. So I'll go ahead and go to the setup website. Here itself I'll click on preview. So this is going to take me to the website. Here you go. So everything that we see here, right from the color template, all my fonts, all my items, all the images, every link here is all made and managed from within the platform. So like I told you, there is no integration between a platform to the other where things are missed out when it comes to translating things from one platform to the other. So this is all from the ERP platform itself. So here I have different categories. I can have different tabs, of course, based on my requirement. So I want to look at one of the items. Just so you know how this is like, I'm going to go ahead and show you what this item looks like in our ERP. So that's my global search. I'm going to go ahead and look for this particular item, and there you go. That's an inventory item, Fujifilm Sharp Pix. That's the model number of this item. So here I would see I can set up everything right here. I can have the item's description. I have a tab which talks about the web store in detail. So that should be the item image when I click through. That's the thumbnail which we saw on my website. This is the detailed description, website description, so on and so forth. I can also keep a tab on the related items and the correlated items, which means that would help my upsell processes. So whenever a customer is looking at this particular item, he should be also correlated to look at some items which are related to it, and NetSuite would help me identify what is the lift percentage and overall purchase rate for these particular items. So I'll go back to my website real quick, and let's try and look at this item. It looks interesting. So there you go. I have this particular description coming all the way directly from my ERP. Again, well, this is essentially the ERP that we are talking about, if you look closely, we are inside NetSuite at any given point in time. Of course, to get to this page, I didn't really have to put in my login credentials because this is open for my my clients out there. So here I can take a look at this, and I see all the related items and the correlated items that I might want to consider buying. So that's the kind of flexibility that NetSuite offers when it comes to your e-commerce platform. I'll go ahead and process one of the item. I don't really like this camera, but let's try and look at this one, Canon Rebel. This looks like a cool one. So alright, this is 18 megapixel, looks like a decent model. I don't have any discount at this point, but let's go ahead and add this to my cart. Alright, of course, I get to choose quite a few things, right? Like my shipping carrier. Like I said earlier, we have multiple shipping carrier gateways, native to NetSuite, UPS, USPS, FedEx, and we have also created many 3PL integrations apart from these Aramex, Fletchers, so on and so forth from within the suite. And I can have end-to-end gift card certificates or coupons that can also apply to some kind of discounting, and after which I can go ahead and proceed to checkout. I can continue shopping and add multiple things onto my cart as well if the need be, but I think at this moment I should be good with this this camera. These are my addresses. It's only because I am logged in as a customer already that I can of course go ahead and change. I get to just make sure that my UPS ground carrier is chosen and everything here looks okay. I can go ahead and submit this. You would also see I can go ahead and log in from within the website to be a customer. There you go. That's my order number. So here itself I can go ahead and log in or log out as well. So I can check my account here. That gives me more details about what all was purchased from within the suite, from within the website. So that's my order number. I'm quickly going to go back to my ERP, and if I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and global search this particular order. There you go. So from my website all the way into my NetSuite, there you go. I have the order. I have the shipping details, I have the totals. This order says this is pending fulfillment, which means this is created but yet to be shipped out. I have all the addresses coming in from my website, all the shipping details. If I had a credit card payment, all those details would have come in, my gift certificates or coupons. This was my end-to-end e-commerce practice. Of course, we have a My Account page where I can go ahead and check out outstanding orders. Seems like I have other orders also that are yet to be paid off. I have the outstanding balance. So I can go ahead and contact support. All of these functions are native to NetSuite. So from out of the box, you can go ahead and capture these details and contact support. That would go ahead and create a support ticket from within NetSuite. So that is the kind of flexibility that NetSuite offers to enhance your e-commerce businesses. So when I fill this form out, I'm going to have a support ticket from within the platform. So right here I have also managing support activities, which is also something that my e-commerce platform has to offer. So I'll go back to my purchase or my sales order, and let's see what marketplace options NetSuite has to offer. So when it comes to the marketplace, that would mean that I don't really have these items anyway, but I'm going to sell these items on behalf of my vendors. Let's take a look at what that means. So this particular sales order, this item on the sales order, I have a back-to-back purchase order, which means I, again, don't really have this item myself, but I'm going to go ahead and buy it from a vendor, have him ship it either directly to me or have that shipped to the company, and then the company would ship it to the customer, that is to me. So there you go. I have a purchase order, which again would go to an approval mechanism. This is the purchase order for the exact item that we are looking at. That's my item record, and you would see everything here is interrelated to each other. So tracking things down is really easy. I can go back to the sales order from here. I can go to the item page from here itself. So that's my item. I can go ahead and take a look on how things were set up on the website. I can take a look on the pricing itself. So here I have the different sales purchase pricing in different currencies and so on and so forth. So you would see everything here is interlinked to each other. I can have, like we saw earlier, I can have correlated items, etc. We can have related transactions that tells us absolutely everything that has happened with this particular item record and what all transactions. So here itself I see a couple of sales orders, purchase order, and which is what we automatically created at this moment. So this is the marketplace practice, and of course, if suppose somebody from my logistics wants to keep an eye out on what is happening with this particular purchase order, he can also choose to follow this transaction, which is a Suite Social feature offering, where I can go to my Suite Social. It's like a social media platform from within NetSuite, and that gives me a news feed on anything and everything that I am willing to keep an eye on. So here itself, I can keep a tab on what all I'm following, whether or not that has been processed, etc. So that was a quick glance at Suite Social. Again, we can have private messages, statuses, etc. here as well. So going back to the ERP platform, we took a look at the sales order, which was integrated from the SuiteCommerce, and the back-to-back purchase order that is linked with this particular sales order. Going back to the customer record, which is again also synced with the SuiteCommerce, I can go ahead and create a new customer registration form there itself. So while I choose to add things in my cart, I can actually go ahead and register as a new customer, thereby having my secure login credentials every single time I want to log into my account. Now this particular customer, I can also check on the dashboard from within the ERP. This was exactly the dashboard that we saw earlier from the e-commerce side. Here is my dashboard from the ERP's side. So this is the kind of dynamics that NetSuite offers. It does not have two different platforms, two different sources of truth. It unifies that and streamlines it to make one unified source of truth. That is why it is known to have an omni-channel experience for in-store as well as online shopping. So here you can go ahead and have a very unified experience when it comes to your customer. You can actually have a 360-degree view on what the customer is, what is his buying activity, what all is pending, what all are the open support cases that the customer has and my representatives have to work on. So everything right here within one place. So that was my SuiteCommerce, and e-commerce and marketplace offerings through SuiteCommerce and NetSuite. Now it just does not stop there. We have end-to-end reporting functionalities also. Mind you, this is the same ERP platform that we were taking a look at. So that has all the financials, all my sales, purchase, and all my inventory operations, etc. And at the same time, I also have my web preferences, my web presence reporting. So I can have my shopping activity analysis by categories, by keywords, lead conversions, visitor activities, all of that within the ERP platform, the same ERP platform that would host my financials and my operations. So say I want to go ahead and take a look at my shopping activities. So these are the shopping activities. Again, everything that I see here is drilled down. So I can go ahead and learn more about anything that this says. For example, this particular item was seems to be added on the cart 9 times, and then I have 10 orders actually. So I want to take a look at what this is. So I can go ahead and click on it, and that will take me to the item itself, where again I can go to the related transactions and learn more about all these transactions that I saw on the report. I have end-to-end reporting functionalities when it comes to my web presence, my website that is hosted from within NetSuite. Of course, having said that, I have my pipeline analysis reports, my marketing reports for campaign analysis, return on investment, etc. So all of this, if we just want to take a look at a couple more reports, I take a look at my item orders, say a visitor activity report. So this is a demo purpose instance, so would not have huge data frankly, but we can go ahead and take a look at what all this has. So these are the items ordered. Again, I can go ahead and have a drill down capacity right here, capabilities to drill down. Here is my visitor activity. I will go ahead and choose my filters. I can of course go ahead and have multiple filters also. I can host multiple websites from within the suite, and multiple websites I can have reporting filters based on those websites as well. So I can have different websites from within one NetSuite ERP instance. So there you go. I have 19 visitors, new visitors, and about 1 returning visitor. That means there's something I need to do for my visitors to return back and take a look at my website one more time. So again, I can click through for detailed activities of my visitors. So these are my customers. That's all those, whether they were new visitors, number of visits, page views, so on and so forth. I can go back to my summary, and everything that we see here has Suite Analytics tied to it. So I can go ahead and make some amount of Suite Analytics, some amount of reporting for my management to take a look at how things are working when it comes to my website, which is hosted from within the Business Suite platform that hosts my financials and my ERP. So that's the kind of flexibility that NetSuite has to offer when it comes to e-commerce and marketplace practices. Of course, we have SMS gateways, payment gateways, 3PL gateways. So when it comes to my payment gateways, I can integrate my checkout page along with integrations to PayPal and other such gateways. At the same time, we also have made connectors for 3PL shipments, like we talked earlier. UPS, USPS, and FedEx are of course natively integrated with NetSuite. But if there are other 3PL gateways or carriers that you would use in your organization, essentially, Aramex or Fletcher or a couple more carriers out there, we have also ready connectors to talk to their systems from within your NetSuite platform. Having said that, having automations to send across email alerts to your customers when an order is confirmed, or SMS alerts from within the platform, is also something we have done. So SMS gateways is a connector which is developed by Vista for our clients. Email notifications is of course native to NetSuite, and that can be configured for each and every client of ours. So that was the platform in itself. We'll go back to our deck real quick. So let us know if there's any feedback about our session, or if there's anything we can help you with. Please get in touch with us through feedback@vistasolutions.com, or you can get in touch with me through parth.virkud@vistasolutions.com. These email addresses would be there on the last page of our presentation deck. Now come the big questions. Firstly, why NetSuite? Well, let's learn why. Scaling up gracefully without having to change your platform is something every company in today's world wants to do. NetSuite lets you have one system without any hairballs like we discussed, and it makes sure that you're always ahead of the world with feature-rich upgrades every 6 months. This is a hardware diagnostic system Thereby, all you need is an internet-capable device. That can be a mobile phone, a tablet, a laptop, or a PC computer. NetSuite can scale up, grow with you. And not to mention, this is future-proof, ahead of the time, at any point in time. Its anytime, anywhere approach is built for the modern businesses. A variety of industry-specific platforms are already there as offerings of NetSuite, which would best fit each and every business vertical today. Needless to say that even if we have platform-specific, industry-specific platforms, all these platforms are customizable to fit your specific requirements. And you will always be ahead of the trend with this. Gartner had tagged NetSuite as the fastest growing financial management system globally in the year 2015. When you see some of the competitors of NetSuite also showed negative growth, NetSuite has grew 45% in the year 2015. This result was published in 2016 in the month of March. The other big question is, why business solutions? Well, here's why. Vista has a seasoned team of techno-functional skill set. We are targeted to achieve more with you. We are preferred NetSuite solution providers, successful. We have a very successful track record of our implementations. We are experienced on global level when it comes to e-commerce and marketplace implementations. We have done implementations across the world, spanning over the Middle East, in Dubai, in our with our American customers, so on and so forth. Vista's presence in 4 countries has ensured client deliverables are given utmost importance. We have about 200 plus professionals, focused project team members, and the goal of each and every team member is to consult, design, develop, integrate, enhance, extend, support, and grow with our clients. We'd be glad to take questions from you. If you have any, you can also write to us. Thank you for your time. You can visit us on www.vistasolutions.com. Write to us about the webinar on feedback@vistasolutions.com, or get in touch with me directly at path.virkut@vistasolutions.com. You have the email IDs and the website right here on your screen. Thank you for your time and have a good day.